All right, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All right, first and foremost, we want to start out by giving all praise, all glory, all honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash. All right, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do real well. And peace and salutations to you hopeful elect brothers out there pushing this word in 100% truth and sincerity to wake up the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. All right, it's the brother Thabawan from the GMS Indianapolis camp coming at you with another lesson. All right, and today's lesson, is gonna be about our elder. And I'm currently at the plantation too, so if you hear a little bit of background noise, that's probably why I'm on my break right now. All right, but anyways, one of our elders had put this video in a group about this video I got here on the screen right now about one body in Dallas completely mangling the book of Genesis, man, the 25th chapter. All right, so I'm gonna let this video play real quick so you can see what I mean. All right,
chapter 25 and verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
Hold up. 2 what?
2 nations are in thy womb.
2 what?
Nations are in thy womb.
Sisters and brothers, this is the deal breaker right here. This scripture says 2 nations are in thy womb. We got to understand, sisters and brothers, that when the Most High speaking of a womb, He not speaking of a womb. He's speaking of your mind. Gird up your mind, sister and brother. That is your womb, your loins, your womb, your mind. That. 2 nations are in thy womb. So at this time right here, it was 2 doctors. It was 2 doctors in Rebekah's mind, which Isaac had made. Rebekah was his doctor. So these 2 doctrines that is being conceived right now in Isaac's mind. Watch this. Isaac a bad man now. Watch this. 2 doctrines that was in Isaac's mind. Do not think that these are 2 people's carnal. That is true. How it read. But that ain't how the Most High saying. The Most
Of Genesis.
all right. So as you can see, that's complete madness, man, that this brother is spewing out, man. Like, anyway, he's talking about how this scripture is pretty much only going into the conception of Jacob and Esau, man. All right, he's talking about there's 2 doctrines, man. That's not the case, man. All right, this scripture is simply going into the conception of Jacob and Esau, man. All right, and I'm gonna go to the same chapter he read out of in the book of Genesis 25, and I'm gonna start here in verse 20, man. All right, it says, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel and Syrian of Pandanaram, the sister of Laban the Syrian. All right, it said, and Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. All right, and when you go into that word entreated, he basically was pleading and praying to the Lord, man. All right, I'm gonna pull it up in the blue letter just for edification's sake, real quick. All right, it says here to pray, entreat, supplicate, to make to be supplicated, to be entreated, to make supplication or plead. All right, so he was basically pleading to the Lord because his wife Rebekah was barren, meaning she couldn't really conceive any children, man. All right, so Isaac was praying to the Lord so he can heal her, man, pretty much. It says, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. So, hey, he prayed to the Lord, and the Lord answered his prayers, man. Rebekah was able to conceive. All right. And he said, and the children struggled within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire into the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. It says, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. All right. And it says the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. All right. So pretty much, this One Body in Dallas guy is talking about how there's two doctrines in her mind, or some whatever the madness was he spewed, man. All right, and this scripture is just going into the conception of Jacob and Esau, man. It's not going into anything else. All right, sometimes the scriptures like to speak in parables, all right, and analogies and things like that, but this is not one of the cases, man. All right. No, this is just simply going into the conception, pretty much. All right, so I'm gonna pull this scripture I got in Second Esdras real quick. This is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 3, and I'm gonna just start at verse 15. Actually, I'm gonna start up a little bit just to get the point. I'm gonna just start at verse 15. It says, "And madest an everlasting covenant with him, promising that thou wouldest never forsake his seed." All right, his seed is talking about his seed, man. Everybody knows what a seed is, man. It comes from a man, all right, and it goes into to a woman, man, and it fertilizes that egg, and it makes a child, pretty much, man. All right, there's no getting around that. All right, it says here in verse 16, it says, "Unto him thou gavest Isaac, and unto Isaac also thou gavest Jacob and Esau. As for Jacob, thou didst choose him to thee, and put by Esau. So Jacob became a great multitude." All right, so this is not going into no doctrines in your mind, man. All right, that he's spewing complete and utter madness, man, leading the flock of the Lord astray. All right, you can't just say something like that and not have scriptural evidence to back it up, man. All right, this is going into Jacob and Esau and that birth, man. All right, and that these some of these false prophets, man, they just be saying shit and don't even be knowing what they saying, leading the flock of the Lord astray, man. And the scriptures warn you of that. All right, so I'm gonna go over here because these so-called prophets are getting out of control, man, mangling the scriptures, man, trying to be too deep when every scripture in the Bible don't require you to be too deep, man. There's some things that are written plainly. All right, and this is one of the cases, man. This is just going into the birth of Jacob and Esau, pretty much. All right, so these false prophets, man, they getting out of control. All right, so I'm gonna go to the book of Jeremiah real quick. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 23 and verse 1. All right, so I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen to a lot of you false prophets, man. Because hey, you got a heavy tab to pay. All right, because if you look on the comment section of that video, man, there's a few guys or people in there saying that he was wrong or whatever, but the majority of them comments, man, was talking about good lesson, man, and talking about shalom, all that stuff, man. And people are agreeing with this madness, man. All right, so I'm gonna get the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verse 1, real quick. All right, it says, "Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord." All right, it said, woe, that woe going into destruction, death, man. "Unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture." How are you doing that, man? By spewing the madness like we just seen in that video, man. Scattering the flock of the Lord, man. Because, hey, some people, they just believe anything they say, man. And a lot of these false prophets be getting over with that. All right, they leading any. It can be like the simplest breakdown, man. And if you mangle that wrong, all right, that can turn into a whole different doctrine, man. All right, and that can cause whoever that said that to have a lot of blood on their hands, man. All right, you pretty much adding on to the word, man. All right, it says in verse 2, "Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people, ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doing, said the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah." All right, so you scattering the flock of the Lord by spewing your madness, man. All right, bringing in them damnable heresies. All right, and guess what? You driving them away from the true words of the Lord. All right, and it says you have not visited them. So even though you probably know in the back of your mind that what you saying is complete madness right now, all right, and you not going back to correct it, man. You just letting it fly. All right, so and guess what? When them people be destroyed in that day for believing this bullshit you spewing, all that blood is gonna be on your hands. All right. That's why it says, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings. All right. So a lot of you false prophets out here, guess what's going to happen to you? The Most High is going to put you to death, man. And you're going to know exactly why it's going to happen. Right. And I'm finna get a scripture, hey, to show you what's going to happen to a lot of you so-called prophets, man, that is out here spewing madness like this guy was just doing. All right. So I'm going to get the book of Matthew real quick. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7. I could start at verse 15, but for time's sake, since I'm on my break right now, I'm gonna just get straight to the point. This book of Matthew, chapter 7, and verse 21. It says, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. All right, so a lot of you, like you seeing that video, man, they be knowing, they be having the names of the Lord. Hey, but at the end of the day, they be spewing complete bullshit, man. All right, leading the flock of the Lord astray. All right, that's why I said, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord. All right, so you can have a name, man. But if you ain't spewing the teaching the correct doctrine and 100% truth and sincerity, guess what? Hey, it don't matter, man. You gonna be destroyed, man. It says, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. What is that, man? Pushing his word, all right, in truth and sincerity, man. Not spewing madness, man. Preaching that sound doctrine, all right? It says, many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name have done many wonderful works. And I will then profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. And that's what's going to happen to a lot of you false prophets, man. All right. Hey, because you like I said, man, you just leading the flock of the Lord astray. You got a heavy tab to pay. All right. And y'all think, some of y'all might think y'all doing the right thing, but a lot of y'all know y'all on that bullshit, man. And y'all gonna try to plead with the Lord, all right, saying that you thought you was doing right, but guess what? The Lord is gonna shoo your ass away, man. Get your ass out of my face, because you knew what you was doing. You working out iniquity like the scripture just said, man. All right, you know that this guy he's trying to be too deep when the scriptures don't require one. This scripture that we just read in Genesis 25, it didn't require that, man. All right, he's pretty much coming up with his own bugged out doctrine, man, adding on to the words of the Lord. And what did the scripture say about that? I'm finna get it real quick. All right, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 22, and I'm gonna start at verse 18. It says, for I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, Yahweh shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. All right, so you adding on to the words of the Lord, man, because it didn't say that, man. All right, you spewing complete utter bullshit. All right, and the Most High, he said he's gonna add unto you the plagues that are written in this book. You know, that ultimate plague being that nuclear destruction, man. All right, a lot of you false prophets, man. Hey, the Lord, hey, a lot of y'all think because y'all ain't facing, judgment right at that moment that y'all gonna get away. Hey, that's not the case, man. The Lord is saving a lot of y'all to be food for these missiles, man. All right, so keep spewing that madness all you want to, man. All right, when the Lord come back, man, you gonna be you gonna be met with that fire, man. All right. It's verse 19. It says, and any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, Yahweh shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and from the things which are written in this book, man. All right, so that's what you got to look forward to, man. All right, you false prophets. All right, you Christian pastors. That's what y'all got to look forward to, because y'all not preaching this word in truth and sincerity, man. All right, a lot of y'all doing this for your own gain, man, for that money. All right. And I believe that's all I got today. Like I said, I'm on my lunch break, so I'm going to have to cut it, all right? Lord willing, that was edifying to the body. You know, as always, want to start out by giving all praise, all glory, all honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of great millstone who do well. And peace and salutations to you, hopeful elect brothers out there pushing this word in 100% truth and sincerity to wake up the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. All right, Shalom.